All right, there we are. It's the live show Wednesday. It's Mama Chat. It's Mama Chat today. I am so sorry. I've like tried to make videos today all week long. Like it's been rough. And my screen's not even that great. Why is my screen not that great? Oh, it's making me crazy. All right, anyways, it's probably my internet. My internet has not been the best. You can't even tell because I look amazing from my camera to my thing, but what's being projected, you can't tell. But my makeup is on point because I had a friend, they just started doing Mary Kay, and they're like, can we come over and give you a makeover? I'm like, sure. I don't need to buy anything, but sure. Yeah, it didn't matter. I still bought stuff. Oh, well. Oh, well. I did buy things. I said I wasn't. So the one I bought 3 things, kind of 4. I bought number 1, I bought the microderm abrasion because I've noticed like my pores have been getting really big, and not just on me, but on my husband too. So I'm gonna so use that on him. And then, is it coming up clear? Because I look like I need a set of glasses to see me on my screen. De la Torre. Did I say that right? Good. Hello. I'm so happy you're here. Um, so I bought that, and then they had like for men, now they have like men care. And one of them's for like under the eye. And so my husband has really bad baggy eyes. I think it has more to do with he's dehydrated, but I figured why not try it, and I'll use it because it was cheaper to buy the men's than the women's, because isn't that always the case? So I bought that for him. And so the microdose, the set was 2 products. So, those count as 1 or 2. So his eye stuff. And the last thing I got was a lip liner, because so far in all of my years of wearing makeup, Mary Kay lip liner is probably the best. And I hadn't like had a Mary Kay person. The last one kind of like threw me for a loop, and I don't know, stopped talking to her. Anyway, she sold me like colors that were not my palette. And so I got mad, and then I kind of like stopped using Mary Kay. And then my girlfriend's like, hey, can we come do it? I'm like, sure. It's Wednesday. I'll look good for my videos. It'll be great. And yeah. So I'm like, I need my lip liner. So there you go. But so I'm getting ready for this. And of course, I'm having like a whole hair moment. I was so close. Like I was getting ready to chop my hair off Saturday. I feel better than I did. But like, this is driving me nuts. Like, I'm just like, that looks cute. That makes me crazy. That looks cute. That makes me crazy. The other part that makes me crazy is like for my hair, it's really thick up top, which is what gave me the really great spike when I had it all shaved. But this is a constant fight. And I don't like it in my face. I know it looks whatever. I can't stand this. This makes me crazy. I want to tuck it back. So I am just trying to get through. I go Monday, see what happens. Making me nuts. And I've decided I'm going to dye my hair. My son asked me to dye it. It doesn't look near as cute. I don't know. I'm just going to dye it because I like the color. That's what I'm going to do. I don't look as good as Tandy. Tandy looks so good. I was talking to her today. We're back and forth. And she looks so stinking adorable with the white. And mine isn't white. Mine's like this, my dull gray. I really was hoping it was going to be white. I really was hoping like I would just white out. And I will one of these days, just everything will be white. But I also, I just want to get rid of this. I almost wanted to go back and shave it back off, but I just kind of want to look really nice and neat, like I made an effort of some sort. It won't be as nearly as pizzazzy as it once was, but whatever. Lori's in the house. Lori's in the house. She says she's joining me from Vermont. while making tonight's dinner for her father and her. Yay! I posted it on Instagram. My phone has been dying all day. It has not been acting well at all. But did you see? I made French toast. So I had a complete like keto fail. I don't even like calling it keto though, because I try not to eat a lot of meat. So it's so far from being a meat diet. It's like not even funny. And I'm into progress, not perfection. But like for the most part, I keep my carbs down, not a big deal. I went to the movies yesterday with the kids and I ate a bag of popcorn covered in that fake oil butter. It was phenomenal. That is like butter, popcorn, movies. I ate so much and then I didn't drink my normal, like what I've been drinking for water. The salt from the popcorn, the lack of water. Last night I went to bed and my lips were just burning up chapped. They were so miserable. I was like, whoops. And unfortunately, the best way to handle when you do something, and I had like mommy meltdown. Okay, so I've been kind of getting on to myself and having these conversations with myself. Like I'm not the mom I used to be with my older kids. So when I had younger kids, I had a few kids, I would take on the world. I would take them to the store. I would make things happen. And as time has gone by, I almost want to say as I've gotten older, but as time has gone by, I've blamed my postpartum anxiety. I've blamed so many different things I've blamed, but I don't go out with them. I don't enjoy going out with them. I don't do it, and I feel really guilty about it. So yesterday, not even yesterday, Monday, we went to the splash pad, and we're at the water park after we went to Dollar Tree, and I had a meltdown in Dollar Tree. And I should have remembered, like, last time I went with my kids in that Dollar Tree, I had a meltdown, and that was, like, 10 years ago. Well, 5. Because that Dollar Tree, it's never clean. They overstock it. There's stuff in the aisles. I run into things. It's really tight. Not good for somebody who's claustrophobic. Not good at all. So I was just like, we got to get out. Let's go. And, we're buying garbage snacks because we're heading to the water park. And we went to the water park for 4 hours, had a great time. And then yesterday we went to the movies. I carb loaded with the popcorn. I had a complete blood sugar drop. I'm in Home Depot because our whole topic today is living with what you have and not what you're waiting for. Well, I'm working on making the best of what I have. So I'm at Home Depot buying some project supplies. My kids are tired. I am tired. They're just all over the place. So it's so hard. They're melting down. Mom might be melting down in Home Depot too. And for some reason, I couldn't find anybody to help me. Like I first found the first few people and they were great, but then I moved on and wanted to find other stuff. I couldn't find what I'm looking for. I'm just like fixing to lose my ever loving mind and show my tail up here like I am crazy. And of course I'm all like, this is so easy. I only have 4. And everybody's just like, what are you doing with all them kids? I'm like, buddy, I ain't even got them all. What are you asking me that for? And then, of course, I wasn't done because we're going to get some stuff done since there's only 4. I took them to Walmart. There's stuff I needed to buy. I couldn't even buy it because I was just like damage control with the baby. I'm just like, what? So about to make myself crazy. I got home. I'm grumpy. And I'm just like, I know why I don't do this stuff anymore. This is hard. And I got smart enough through time to stop. Just stop. Don't. So our whole goal was to do something every day. And I don't like except we were going to take today off because I have to be here, being here for this. And I'm like, well, we'll be home Wednesday and then we'll do stuff Thursday and Friday and everybody comes back home. I have a feeling we're going to do something Friday and not tomorrow. I was even talking about taking my kids to the beach. Yeah, why would I don't know why I want to do that. Or a museum or something like that. And I'm a little bit like, I'm tired. I'm whooped. All right, so Dawn has made it. Jamie says, finally made it to a live one. Yes. De La Torres says, you can relate. I'm so happy. It's not just me. Oh my God. Cool Mama 3 says she's made it. Crystal's in the house. Jamie says we always end up with a meltdown in Dollar Tree. Yes. My kids both get sensory overloaded there. I get sensory overloaded there. And then I've been complaining about my Dollar Tree, the one that's closest to me. I'm not going to lie. There's a part of the building that smells like pee. I've actually gone, all right, good, I'm going to call you Iris, because I can't figure out how to say your first name. And I'm afraid I'm going to say it like a planet. And I don't want to say it like that. Iris. And I've even gone to the bathroom there and I've like inspected to see that they haven't like cleaned the floors in a week. The same stuff is still there. And I'm like, this place is nasty. I'm like trying to find a couple of things. And since then, I've gone to all these other Dollar Trees. I'm like, oh, mine's not that bad. Mine's fine. I'll take the pee smell anyways, any day, because I can go into my Dollar Tree and I don't get, it's talking to me. And I don't get, anyways, and I don't get sensory overload. It might smell like piss, but I don't get sensory overload, and I can handle that. I hope piss is an okay word in your home because you're hearing it here. Anyways, Crystal says, cool, Trish, get beach time in, relaxing for you and tire out your kids at the same time. The beach isn't relaxing for me. It stresses me out because I'm going to lose a kid. There's no like clear-cut boundaries, and then there's water that goes out forever. If I could go to the beach without my kids, so nice. With my kids, not really at all, because I have to watch them. And it's bright and it's too much light and there's no amount of sunglasses that help that. And like it messes with my ADHD attention span. Jamie says, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yes. The one about 30 minutes away from us always smells like pee near the bathrooms. Ours doesn't even smell like pee by the bathroom. Ours smells like pee. Not in the toy section either. In the office section. At least it's not the food section, but the food section is like 2 aisles over. In the Yeah. I'm always in the office section too. I'm always looking for the next best thing. So my new favorites have been, I don't have them right here. The paper bins, not the hard plastic ones, but the paper bins because they're really super cute. And then they have these boxes, not in all of them. They have these boxes. Look. See that box there that I have like, nope, I gotta go that way. It's that one. That box there. So that's a hanging file thingy-majiggy box. And I have 2 of them. One is for Leona, one's for Orville, but I'm using the Orville's one for all their stuff. And I have it in the house. That thing is cool. It's got a hard plastic. It is so nice. So nice. Jamie says the beach isn't relaxing either because of the sand. It gets everywhere. And I'm grown and it still gets everywhere. I thought that was a kid thing. My daughter purposely shoves it in her hair. So, yeah. So we went to the one splash pad. Then there's another splash pad that's not free, but you pay a little bit, but it's fenced in. And it's got like the water coming down on you. And it's only that deep. I'm thinking about paying the money and going there. Because I kept thinking like I was going to, my other problem was I've invited somebody. And so I have kind of like, oh, I can go relax and read. And I got to get a book read for classical conversations. I could just read the book. That hasn't worked out well. I haven't had time to do that. Then today it hasn't because getting all my kids' chores done. Yeah. Yeah, because they're not home. So getting the chores done has been rough. Like my whole morning's gone before I know it. What else? Yeah, so I've thought about that because to get a book read. In fact, I'm going to take them to an indoor playground. Well, it's a drive there, but I figured I could study while I'm there. Maybe we'll see. As long as there's not a lot of people. Once there's a lot of people, I'm like, I'm out. See you later. Cool Mama 3 says, I feel that way about pools with my kids. So much work to take them there. Yeah, I don't want to go in a deep pool. I want to go in the one that's fenced off and it's only that deep and they can run around. Dawn says, my kids think that since it's $1, they can buy a million items. And I end up buying things I don't need. I don't need kids to do that. I can do that on my own. I have the worst part. I'm like, why? But my new favorite one, I have to make, we started homeschooling this week, and I've been trying, like, I wanted to do a kickoff video for that. I haven't even made the video yet. I've, like, not had a moment to sit down and make a video, but we have come up with, like, some really cool stuff, and I was thinking, like, I would do a video. I would do a video like, hey, this is our year. I think I'm going to do that after the school year starts. Just saying. Just saying. Because I don't know if I'm going to have time. I have to go get my drink. Hold on a second. Get my drink on. Because I haven't drank enough today. So, I got to jump on the Frugal Family Food this morning. Oh, that's what I was going to talk to you about. Not that this is not about keto. But have you had enough to drink today? Because, yeah, I did not drink enough liquids yesterday. Totally feeling it. Okay. So I jumped on Frugal Family Food today because I miss the girls. I feel so bad. I just like what I was doing, well, leading up to September. What I was doing at that pace had been very easy to maintain, but since about October, it has been so hard to maintain the videos and to maintain that kind of level that I was doing it for a long time. And, you know, there's my girl Amanda and Tangi that getting it done up in Frugal Family Homes, which is so cool. So cool. Anyway, so they were on there and went, I can't even remember. What am I thinking? All right. So yesterday I ate all the popcorn. I did a big McDonald's because we've been out. I've been trying not to cook. And I had the McDonald's big burger that they're doing. And can you react to a YouTube video? What does that mean? You look so pretty. Thank you. I hope we don't have weird people in. I'm going to have to be my own wrenchman. So I did like the regular burger because I've been trying not to eat at home. So I've been lazy. Tonight I'm actually going to cook though. And I ate the burger and then I ate the popcorn. And then I had like the blood sugar spike. And of course that gave me the shakes and it got me like really like burning up when I was at Home Depot, which stressed me out on top of the stress of being in the store with all the kids and stuff. And I'm going to tell you on the whole keto aspect, the first thing I wanted to do was the first thing I wanted to do is, hold on, I'm facing a few things. The first thing I wanted to do was go get a donut or have an ice cream because I remember when I had, I would have these like blood sugar spikes. You know what I mean? And I felt that and I was just like, oh my goodness, I have really messed myself up eating all this popcorn. I shouldn't have done that. And one thing I've learned by doing keto, the best way, now if you're diabetic, don't do that. And definitely if something like the low carb works for you, is to fast. An intermittent fast will help kind of just put everything back in order. So that's what I did. I ended up choosing not to eat instead of feeding the sugar monster. Because let me tell you, the sugar monster was at the door knocking hard. And I could have like downed the donuts. And I even bought donuts for the kids. And I was like, step away from the donuts. You know it's going to work. So I, from there, went and didn't eat. So I drank my water and just took my water in and didn't eat. And I'll tell you, I felt so much better after a couple hours. I was leveled out. My appetite, I wasn't having like hunger cravings because I'm going to tell you, it wasn't like stomach nutritional hunger needs. It was the sugar monster hunger needs. And so I just let that be and I didn't eat. Now, if you're in the very beginning stages and this happens to you, from what I understand, get the fat into your body. And when you start consuming the fat, it will cure you. So this morning I woke up and now in the last month, I've been skipping breakfast every month. And sometimes I skip lunch and only have dinner, or, I just kind of move it around. But for the most part, I don't eat in big windows. And I decided this morning to cook because I really wanted a donut. I'm not going to lie, my kids were eating donuts and I wanted a donut. And so I was looking up keto chocolate mug kind of things. And I decided I really should not give into like looking for that sweet satisfaction. I should look for a little bit more savory, fat kind of deal. So what I did was I decided to make a French toast, and oh my goodness, it was so good. It was so good that I think I'm going to do like a blog post and put all my favorite 90-second breads there. So like you could go there and just see like, oh, here's all the 90 seconds and what I did to change it. So what I did on this one was I made the 90-second bread, and so far my favorite recipes have been from Keto Connect. And I took I made like a big mix, and then when I went to mix it up in my mug, I added sweetener. I added some pure. I added maple extract, the maple extract. And I put a drop of maple extract in there, and I mixed it up, and I used the really big white bowl from Dollar Tree because it's really big. So I took it, I cooked it for a minute, and then I pulled it out in 90 seconds, and then I sliced it, so here it is, my big round, and I sliced it so I got like 2 slices, and I egg and buttered that with vanilla, and I fried it in some bacon grease and made French toast. And then I put butter on it. I didn't do sugar-free syrup. I know you can make some. I just haven't had a good attempt at it. And I ate it, and it was phenomenal. It was so good with bacon. And I was like, so I ate this morning around 10 o'clock this morning, which is not something I usually do. But I'm like, this is about progress, not perfection. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. All right, let me see. Becca. Well, Becca's here. Yes. I've got to get back on track. We had family visiting from Alabama and have eaten so terribly. No excuses. Game on. Fat it up, girl. Fat it up. Just fat it up. And that's the big part is like until you're fat adapted, it's hard to intermittent fast. But I will say, like in the whole scheme of things, I feel like digestively, keto's working. But I did go see my midwife last week because I had all my blood work, and she's a vegetarian vegan. And so her veganism was kind of like, you're doing keto. You're doing keto. Why were you doing keto? This is not good for you. And so she got on to me and she's like, you need to eat really natural whole foods. 3/4 of your plate should be all the colors of rainbow for vegetables and fruit, and only 1/3 of your plate be like carbs and protein. And I started looking and I was like, that's kind of how I'm eating. That's what it looks like. Now, mostly it's green, but I have colors in there because I'm not like crazy. Of course, she's like, eat a sweet potato. I go, well, when I'm in a mood, I will. I just won't eat them all the time. So Crystal says, do you get bloated when you ate those non-keto foods? Oh, heck yeah. Mama can grow a pant size in a day. That's what happened to me when I had a mini cheat meal or day. I resort back to water fasting and then added back fats to get my body back. Yeah, that's typically what I'm doing. And I don't mind having a little cheat here and there. I don't do a cheat day because that can just get out of control really quick for me. That could be really out of control. Example, chicken pot pie, deep dish pizza, and other things. I like CC's pizza. We have CC pizza, and you can go and they'll make you like a pizza lasagna with no bread. I'm like, yeah. In fact, I've been craving one of those, and I kept saying like, oh, we'll do that. I think we're going to do that Friday. We're going to go hit that up. What's keto? Keto is a fat adapted diet. So it's based on fat, not calories, but you do need to keep that checked in. But go check it out. We're doing the Tibboleth. I don't know what that is, Sarah. Tell me more about it. Hello, Vix the mom, and Tanya's in the house. Okay. 25 minutes in, and I've yet to talk about our talk today. So if you're here, you're liking my video, give me a thumbs up, or mama chat today. If you don't like it, you can give me a thumbs down. Probably the person I already blocked today. You can thumb down me. I don't care. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Tell me how it's going. Our CC's is so nasty we don't go there anymore. Kind of like my Dollar Tree. I don't know. Some of those places, I mean, like Dollar Tree and CC's Pizza are kind of a hit and miss kind of place. I will not lie. Keto, isn't that the one Jackson's 5-0? You are so funny today. How long you all been on? We've been going 25 minutes. Look, there's only 3 of you gave me a thumbs up. All right, anyways, I have been dealing with just trying to figure out how to move on, if that makes sense. You know, with all this stuff, we live in a tiny house. We live in less than 100 square feet per person, and we've been making it work. And here lately, we've been just trying to do our best at it. But I get to the point I'm looking for solutions to get out. Of course, I can't really get out until my house sells. I don't know why. It won't sell, but it won't sell. Yeah. Sorry. I gotta take notes. You know what I mean? So anyways, so it won't sell, and I start to get antsy. Just, you know, making the best of what I got, but I start to get antsy. And I don't really want to get antsy, but I do. And so it kind of runs into it. One of the problems I've ran into, I'm going to go back to college. When I was in college, I knew what I was going to do in 2 years, but I didn't know what I was going to do in 10 minutes. 2 years from now, this is what it's going to be. 2 years from now, this is what I'm going to be. And I was always so busy living for the 2 years that I wasn't living in the moment. And when that moment got there, it never lived up to the expectation I had in it. So, you know, I spent most of high school looking for college. I went to community college, and when I was in community college, it was going to be so much better when I got to the university. And when I got to the university, well, when I get out, it's going to be like this. But in those moments, I was miserable because I was never living in the moment. I was always living for when it will be this. So one day I kind of got to that point and I said, I'm going to stop with that thinking. I'm going to live in the now. And things got kind of better, and I had to deal with some drama to get there. But when I started having kids and I was living at home, I never made my house very homey, because when I got the floors done, then I can paint. When it's always like, I was always waiting for something more, and that any little effort I put into it for the here and now would be a bad investment of time, energy, and money. So that was always kind of juggling, even when we were in the other house, the house that flooded, kind of with that same mentality. I wouldn't really make updates or changes because we need to make bigger ones. So I wouldn't make little ones. And when we had to move back to the old house because it didn't sell and we just needed something at the moment, I was like, forget it. I don't have anything here. And I'm like, I'm going to make it. Well, then because of that, I had a chance to actually get the house sold, and I didn't take that opportunity because I was so proud to finally have something that I just wanted to be there for 6 months or a year, which we only ended up being there for 4 months. We were there 4 months. Yeah, because we moved back in the middle of November. We were back out by the middle of October. So December, January, February, March. 4 months. And talk about a missed opportunity. I'm thinking about that a little bit here lately. Like, I could have had this sold. I could have had it gone and done, and here I am. So then we moved into the house we're in now. And that house we're in now, we actually took a little time to make it. And the first 365 days in that house, dealing with all the clutter, going, when we get the next house, when we get our new home, this is how it's going to be. And so we were constantly like hitting the walls, because you're trying to make it something it's not. I was trying to make a 725 square foot home be a 3,000 square foot home and live in it like it was 3,000 square feet, because that's where I want to get to. That's what I want to live in. And at the 365-day mark, and this was right at a month after my birthday. And if you're there for my birthday, that was just last February. So right there in March. And I was kind of at my lowest. I really felt very beat up emotionally. I just felt like everything was working against me, and I was just kind of pushing forward, pushing forward. And God just said to me, what happens if this is it? How would you live differently if this is it? So I know some of you have this situation going on. It might not be your house. It might be your homeschooling. It might be, where we're looking at what we have to work with and we're going, see this box we have to work with? This is not what we want to work. It could be your family, relationships, friends, the whole 9 yards. I want this over here. And all I'm going to do is focus on this over here that I want until I get there. But in the meantime, while you're living in that moment of this, you're miserable because you just can't wait for it to be this. And you don't ever know when this is going to come. And so what changed was I went, how about if this was forever? How would I live differently? Okay. Well, I started changing the way I lived in my house. And one of the ways I started changing was I realized we have a lot of clothes. There's 8 of us, 8 people with clothes. That's a lot of clothes. What I don't have is a place to put those clothes. And I started thinning out the clothes because we were under the mentality like we had 3,000 square feet to live in. So we might as well store clothes like we have 3,000 square feet, which we don't. And I went and I took the dresses. I took my girls' dresses and I took them all out and I organized them by sizes. And I pulled each girl in and I said, see this pile of dresses, pick out your favorite one. Took the favorite one, hung it on the rack. Now pick your next favorite one. Pick your next one. And at this point, they might have 2. They're like, I don't know which one. I'm like, okay, well, let's just call that 3 and 4. Now pick out one last dress that you can't live without. See this? Took a garbage bag, put them in the garbage bag, bless somebody else. I know it's hard to get rid of stuff. I'm a hoarder. Do you not see this is after I've cleansed the space. You see that? I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. I am the last person to know the difference. How to get rid of stuff. I don't know how to get rid of stuff. You know what I know how? I know how to pick what I want to keep. And if I had to look at the aspect that everything's going away and now pick what you want, it's so much easier. It's so much easier than going, what should I get rid of? That's really hard to choose. But I kind of went in, I did that with my school supplies. I went in, I said, if I was going to go shopping, and I had nothing for homeschooling, what would I pick out and keep? So I did that. So that was one thing I did. I started purging. The next thing I did was I went in and I said, I do have to spend a little money to make things nice. And sometimes we get into, we don't want to put the investment in. We don't want to create things. One of the things I did last year to make it more enjoyable to be in here and kind of make it feel more like this is my place, I painted the place. I hate painting. And then I get painting and I'm like, why do I hate painting? It's not that bad. But I always make it out to be a big problem. So I started investing. And one of the things I did was I bought those cube shelves from Walmart. I bought the cube ones from IKEA. And when I looked at what it would cost to get the IKEA shelves, not necessarily to just buy them, but also to get them to the house. I don't want to drive 2 hours to get to them. So I looked at Walmart. Walmart sells an IKEA shelf, similar. It's by Better Homes and Gardens. I own both, and you don't know which is which. They're that phenomenally identical. And I bought a couple, and I liked them. And I'm like, oh, this would work this way. And I waited a little bit, and the next week I bought another one, and I bought another one. And I kept buying them. I didn't buy them because I was becoming obsessive. I didn't buy them all at once because I didn't know how it was going to work. And it took a little time to find it. And I fixed it. And I kept going. My shelving system that actually gives me a pantry is phenomenal for the space I'm in. The best compliment I can get is when somebody comes in my house and realizes that there's 8 of us in there, and they're like, "You use your house and the little space you have so much better than my friend who only has 1 kid and has twice as much space as you." Wow, thank you. My favorites are these little IKEA spice shelves. They're meant for everything. I'm ready to go buy another case of them. I could use another case of them. Bought those, and I didn't just buy the shelves, I invested on the drawers. And then I realized I now have something nice when I do move. I use them, and maybe not my pantry items, but like my other stuff that I have, I know what goes in the shelves. And like I already kind of have some organization before I lived there. So I really took on in March to really make things better and to invest in living in the now with what I have. And when I find that I start living with what I have, I am content. And it makes that waiting period, this purgatory, if you use that word, time, so much easier. If you learn to live the life that you can with what you have, it makes it better. I only found 1 shoe organizer. I only needed 1. I could use a second one on the back of a door. Yeah, I have every door. When I finally get it to where I need it, I will probably share my house with you, but it's really kind of hard because it's a hot mess. And my laundry is really backed up, and I start laughing because my mom knows when my laundry is backed up and I feel like it's out of control, it means we have too many clothes and it's time for me to thin clothes again. And I'm fixing to thin some clothes before my kids get home and know what I thinned. So I just kind of realized, so I'm sitting here purgatory. It isn't purgatory. I'm at the point I'm sitting here now going, we could be out of here in 3 months. And at the same time, I'm going, or we could be here 2 more years. Should I live a life? I mean, there was things that we did at the old house that didn't take but like an hour of my life that would have made my life significantly better, but we never did them because, oh, it's such a big project, or, oh, it's this, or, oh, we got to do that. Whatever our excuses were, we had them. We had a ton of excuses. And when I seen how little effort it took to make nice like that, I was so aggravated that I spent years without that I allowed the idea of something being too much work or not a good investment for the time to let me live without the convenience and the efficiency to my life. So with that said, my husband's out of town this week. And I've been at Home Depot. One of the problems we ran into, and I'm trying to make a video on it, I don't know how well it's going to turn out or when I'm going to get it done, but I have a 4.5 by 3.5 closet. That's our big walk-in closet. That's all we have. And I took everything out. I took every shelf out. I can't sleep in my bed. I'm sleeping in my daughter's bed, which meant I had a little person who should have had a diaper change before and used the potty before she went to bed last night. So I woke up and pee this morning, or like 3 a.m. I woke up and I was like, oh no. But hey, it wasn't my bed, so we're good. But my entire bed is filled with clothes, and I can't post it yet because I don't want my husband to know what I'm doing because it'll start stressing him out. I'd rather him be like, oh, what happened? I'm like, look at the progress pictures, and then he's okay. I took everything out because we had wire racks, wire rack, and another wire rack. You had this much space between the top, and he would hang things. So I'm working on taking all that out, and I bought like the Closet Made and had it ordered and shipped, and I came up with a plan, and I'm getting it done. So I will be showing you some pictures later. And it's really easy just to kind of make do. My husband's a big one on that. Just make do with how it is. We can make do. And I'm like, it makes things so inefficient. It takes extra energy out of us. It brings on stress. I'm not doing it very fast because, I got to take my kids out, but I'm working on putting it all together. And I know in the end, it's going to make whatever time we have remaining here better. And that becomes a big part. I can live a better life while I'm here. And if I only end up being here one more month, was it worth it? You know what? For the next person who rents my house, I bet it's going to make their life better. And I started looking at another part, like, I feel like we have a lot of clutter. Even outside, we tend to, like, nothing's really nice and neat. And I'm seeing, you know what? I'm going to take this, and I have some patio stones, and I'm going to put patio stones here and actually turn this into a patio area instead of something that's holding things and trying to be landscaping on top of rocks. And it looks like a hot mess. I'm going to clean all that up, take some plants out because the person before us in our home loved plants, and they're everywhere they shouldn't be, and they're in the way. I'm actually running one over every time I turn around. I'm like, I'm going to dig these plants out, and I'm not going to even save them. I'm going to, I don't know, plant them. I was thinking about planting them somewhere else, but I'm just kind of like, no, I can't. So that's kind of like where I was at on just that mindset of like, instead of when or if, how about now? And can I tell you, in the last few months, I've had a much richer life because instead of waiting, I do have my hangups, and I'll have my day or two where I'm like, I want more. I want it to be this way. And usually I just have to build something, throw something away, or purge something, and I kind of get back in check. But learning to live in the now makes it so much better. And tomorrow, when that tomorrow comes, I feel like I'm going to be more prepared to live it better. Because what happens when you're always waiting to live for when this happens or when you have that, when you get there, you already know what else you want. And it's really easy not to be living in a place of being content. I'm proof. I'm turning from my ways because I'm going to tell you, the moment I get that house, I want to know where my porch is. I want to know where my pool is, and I want the walkway to the pool, and where's my pool house? Where's the next thing? Where's the next thing? Where's the next thing? And almost like we can't live until then. And I don't want that. Now, in the meantime, I got little projects lined up. But you know what? I'm making the best that it is, and it's going to add more value. One of the problems we're running into on selling our house is we didn't take the time to do the updates that should have been done because the value didn't feel like it was worth the time, money, and energy because we're going to do this other stuff. And because of it, when people walk in, those are the things they want different. They want to know why we haven't done that. One of them's countertops. My husband drilled, and I'm like, you're going to have to put new countertops, but that's why the price is the price it is. They don't want to hear that. Of course, I was walking by Home Depot, and I was looking at the countertops going, I could pop those off. But my husband's like, well, they're old countertops. It's going to be so much work. I just need to pay somebody to go saw them off, or I need to go saw them off so we can get some stuff done and get moving and changing this up. So it kind of runs into that. I do see the effects of not investing in the now, not investing in what you have instead of waiting for what you want. I know that we have been programmed and conditioned, don't go for instant gratification. This is an instant gratification, but we've been kind of programmed that, don't waste your resources, right now when you can have something better later. You need to save for better. But what happens when we never have the opportunity to have better and we're living miserable waiting to get there? So that's my long-winded rant. And I've caught the part there, and I know that you're there. So I'm going to go back through. I'm going to go back kind of backwards. I hope you don't mind. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. All right. So I do want to go back into Jamie. She's like, my family started an adapted, fully vegan lifestyle back in April. Oh, in the meantime, tell me, what is your obstacle that you are trying to let go of what it will be, or what you need it to be, or what you want it to be, and what you need to just live with as it is. Tell me what is your obstacle, because we all have them. All right, so she said back in April, so now that we've adjusted, I might try a vegan keto diet. You can do it. You can totally, because I don't eat a lot of meat at all, which is the fun part. That's been great. Vix is making fun of me 25 minutes and still not on topic. I love that girl. Oh my goodness. I want to say thank you because you really helped me last year when I decided to homeschool. Yay! Donna, I'm so happy for you. It has its trials, but it's good stuff. Lori says, hi, long time. No tune in. You look great. Thank you. Tanya says, I was like that too, always looking to live in the future. I think there's something culturally like we were actually programmed to do that. It's like eating the right food makes your, that's the my shibboleth. Thank you. I used to be like that too, always looking forward to what was to come and not truly enjoying the present. It's a tough habit to break. It is a tough mindset. And I think it's even dangerous when we, there's one part about envisioning what you want to see yourself in the future and using that as your way to make plans. But there are some, like part of that is I wanted to go to the university. Well, I wasn't ready to envision myself doing that. So I didn't do the application. I didn't take the right test. I didn't, do all things I needed to do to go to the university. So I had to rewind and go to the community college. Well, once I got to the community college and I got my mindset where I wanted to be, and this was a pit stop, I then knew to do all the things to get there and get those boxes checked. So there is that aspect. But I couldn't make my community college experience a university experience until it got there. And I needed to do what I needed to do. And when I was in my community college experience, what I didn't do any extracurricular. I did all that in high school. When I was there, I worked. I took my classes and I worked. And that got me, and I took the time and I studied, and that was what I needed in that season. When I got to the university, I began networking again. I began working in the programs, in the organizations, and doing that part that I love. But I didn't make my community college time try to resemble my university time, if that makes sense. But yeah, definitely deal. Just popping in for a bit. I'm so glad you're there. Love the house you're in. It's like he who is faithful with little will be given much, right? I'm still waiting for the pouring, but until then, I'm going to be like good with what I got. Thanks for the reminder. So Crystal says, same here. You can't have what you need as in a house size right now or in close in time. Kind of missing the words. We found that we needed to get rid of homeschooling things. I'm not figuring out what you're saying. Some of your words, your autocorrect, I think, kicked in. I love your blue. Thank you. I love it too. I actually kind of wanted to paint when I was redoing the closet, I was thinking about painting and I decided not to. Because I didn't want to get the paintbrushes out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good with that. I don't want to get the paintbrushes out. I'm not painting. I probably should, but I'm not going to paint. Crystal says, you need to live in the moment, not the future. Make do. Use over-the-door shoe organizers. Okay, so I talked about that. So I have a lot of hooks on my closet. There's one door I've left that I could put that. My big thing is I don't like things touching me. So doors I have to walk through, I don't like things hanging on it because it touches me. And that kind of invades my claustrophobicness because I am claustrophobic and I don't like things tight on me. So being in a small house makes me want to get rid of things often. Purgatory is a good thing. In our move, I keep decluttering because I don't want to transport it to the new house. And I have started keeping in mind of like, I will be moving. Do I really want to move this? And it's getting me to go, this needs to go, this needs to go, this needs to go. And I keep getting rid of stuff. You look amazing. Thank you. Let me tell you this. So doing the keto for now 7 weeks, I've only changed 6 pounds. 6 pounds, but I'll show you a picture that looks like, what? But last week I was really kind of upset about it and it was a little frustrating because I feel like I'm not losing weight, not really sure what's going on. And I started measuring. Game changer. So when I'm measuring the part, where your bra the part for your bra measurement. I'm measuring around the belly button. But now look, let me make sure I do this. When I'm measuring around the belly button, so here's my belly button. but I do it as much as I can pull in. So I know it might be like, oh, and then my hips, the widest part of my butt. Okay, so why do I pull my tummy in? Because sometimes your tummy's the size it is has more to do with your muscles not holding it in than, and everything just kind of falling forward. So you can only pull it, and if you pull it in as tight as you can pull it in, then it doesn't change, you don't have that variables because, oh, I was bloated, so it's bigger this way. It's not as variable by pulling it in. And I mean, if you pull it in, you can only pull it in as much as you can pull it in. So if you can pull it in more next time, better. But I pull it in. Anyways, with that said, in 1 week, I lost an inch here, an inch and a half around my belly button, and an inch off my hips. And my scale changed 1/2 pound. So that gave me the kind of like, oh, I need to go back to like what my life is and not where I want it to be. I can say the same thing about my body. I seen how small I got my body and I loved it, but then I turned around and put it all back in my mouth on. And dealing with my overeating, the whole 9 yards. And keto is definitely, with the intermittent fasting, has been the hugest game changer that makes it so much better. With that said, I had to give myself a little talking to because I want that donut. And I'm not dropping weight, and I'm, not even a pound a week. Really? What's going on here? And I had to talk to myself, and I had to look in the mirror, and I'm like, actually, I looked in the mirror this morning. I was like, dang, I look really good, even at 171 pounds. And I said to myself, would I be content? I mean, who cares if your body is, what's that called where you increase the size of it? Like the proportions are all the same, but it's just bigger. What happens if I'm just a bigger woman, but I have the curves I'm supposed to have? I'm not bloated and I feel good. And I'm wearing a size 10 at 171 pounds. Would I be okay to keep eating like this if I know this is what it takes to maintain this shape? If I'm not going to get any bigger, I'm not going to lose weight, but just to maintain this shape, which is better than what it once was, am I willing to maintain that journey? Because, I want what I want. And if I'm not going to get to that, then, I kind of don't agree with the journey, whatever. And I had to go, yeah, I would. I would keep eating this way to feel like I feel now. So, with that said, now I admit I was inflamed more than I was fat. Inflammation. You can see it in my face. This was in May. Yeah. I'm like, it was coming like back here. Like even I'm like thin in here too, which is kind of crazy. This was in May. I pulled this photo off my husband's phone. He should not have this photo of me. This is bad. Anyways, but I mean, it was all back up in here. I had all this inflammation. I can't even make that face. You could see how inflamed I was all over my face. So anyway, I was like, wow, well, I'm going to keep eating that way if I keep if my face is going to look like this then. So anyways, that's what we got. So with you, Trish, on procrastinating things to make life better. Yeah, I got to stop procrastinating. I'm willing to live, willing to put forth on it. 6 in the mix says, yes, I have to get into the mindset. I'm constantly talking about when we have a bigger house, but we're years out from that being possible. I need to make this house work. Yes, make the house work. I totally feel you. It can't be as bad as mine. Tanya says, confession, I keep my daycare in front of the house spotless, but my bedroom is like my storage closet. I sleep with clothes that need folding on top of the bed. I can't stand that. I like lost my ever loving mind because my kids pulled the drawers out and dumped the clothes and were using them as like building blocks. And so the whole like room, I was walking on clothes. I hate walking on things. I want the floor to be picked up. Even if it means we have to pick everything up and put it against the walls. I hate it in the middle of the room. Oh, I finally said, I don't care. We're just going to rewash everything. I threw it all into the laundry. That's what I had to do. Homeschool Honey says, totally, your life is happening now. I so needed to hear this. Yes. Crystal says, cool, Trish, keep on going with what you see and what you can transform outside and inside. Seems you're emotionally feeling better. Yes. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, I did. Did it just auto, what? What? Oh, Creative Minds is here. I needed your wrench earlier, girl. I needed it. All right, so Six in the Mix says, same here, Tanya, except I've been embarrassed into cleaning it now because we've renovating our second bathroom, so guests have to go through our room now. Oh, how funny. Bloom where you're planted, Thundercat knows. We've been living in limbo about possible major life changes for 3+ years, and I've decided it was time to live in the moment and deal with the changes of life if and when they come. Right, because, here's the other part too. Can you imagine, take this little brain journey with me, that you have decided that you're going to live, say, Hawaii, right? You're going to go to Hawaii. That just sounds exotic and wonderful. I don't know. What's her name from Homeschool Fun School is living in Hawaii now. Her pictures look beautiful. So let's just say we're going to go move to Hawaii. And on the way there, we end up living where someplace just as beautiful, Alaska. We are so angry we're living in Alaska, and only to find out that we have to live in Alaska for 3 years. In those 3 years, we sit like this. This is not Hawaii. I want to be in Hawaii. This is not Hawaii. And we sit there and we live, and maybe it ends up being 5 years, and we're angry, and we cannot just wait to be living our life in Hawaii. And we get to Hawaii, and we're so used to being just, man, I should have been here 5 years ago, blah, 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 blah. And somebody says, oh, but how is the ice fishing? I don't know. I never went ice fishing. Oh, well, did you meet Eskimos? No, I didn't meet anybody. I was in my house. I was waiting to get here. Oh, did you ever go on like those cruises along the coast? No. Did you see the elk? No. Did you see the bears? No. Did you see how beautiful the flowers are? No, I didn't, because I was waiting to get to Hawaii. And then, all of a sudden we miss out on the fact that, like, we could have done things we couldn't have done anywhere else while living like this. And we never took the opportunity to do them because we're so caught up in where we want to be. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, there you go. All right. Back to that. I laugh because it makes me so long to organize because I need to make sure it all works the way I need it to be. And he comes in like a tornado, just makes things look organized, but they're non-functional. Men, yes. Like, my husband had to pack up to go camping. So we had to pack, and he couldn't find his shoes. And he has like a sandwich, layers of stuff on his side of the bed. I just, like, whatever, that's his stuff, whatever. I leave it alone. I wanted to help him. I dug it all up, put it in the laundry. I found all my clothes. I'm like, how are all my clothes hiding over there? I swear he just like cleans the bed off, and then it's like all my stuff is shoved in there. I'm like this one, I haven't seen this one in 2 weeks. He was like shoved up under his stuff. Anyway, wait. My obstacle, not having things all organized before I start homeschooling lesson planning. I don't know what that means because I never had that. Actually, I feel more secure this round as we're coming close to, like, we started our year, and I'm kind of like, I feel like I now have the resources. I know where we're going because we're using classical conversations, that it's much better. Oh my goodness, I've got a minute left. We'll go a little over. My biggest obstacle is space. I thrive in a very organized space, but I feel like I'm constantly decluttering. So it's very tidy, but I need to be okay with some things not being perfect. My big part is if it feels cluttered or if it's hard to organize, it's because I have too much stuff and I just have to get rid of stuff. So not like me. This is a new phase of my life. I didn't think I'd ever say something like that because I was always overwhelmed, but I can't afford to be overwhelmed. I need to be okay with not having more space in a bigger house for now. What's so funny, I will go and just make things so bad, making my husband make the changes. He gets mad, but at the end he realizes I was right. My husband typically figures out I was right too. My obstacle used to be that houses weren't mine. I couldn't decorate my home because I felt like we were always going to move. This last house I finally decorated after 6 years and then moved 7. That is exactly my example. That's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you, Vicky. Exactly what I'm saying. Hi, I always catch this late lately. You look beautiful today. Go, mama. So I look so good because my girlfriend with the Mary Kay came over and she gave me the facial and the makeup. Anyways, super, super awesome. If you're looking for a Mary Kay person, I put her link down below. Anyway, sorry to be singing like that, but that's how it goes. My hubby is home for the next 6 months due to health stuff. Please, praise God, he's doing good. But having him and the boys 24/7 is making my day challenging. It does. I like it when my husband's not around too much because I get to do things my way. And I did it my way. Sorry, I am in the mood to sing today. I'm in the same way with things touching me. So glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, he like, okay, so I have those like 3 hooks off the door. And so what he does is he'll wear a shirt and then he's like, it's clean enough, but not clean to hang back up and wear, but not dirty enough to wash. I'll hang it here. Next thing I realize, from the door to the last shirt is this because, and I'm like, I can't even get in the closet. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's touching me. I'm like, ah. Anyway, I need, let's see. I need to be okay with what we have and that we are not where I would want to be financially and that we are on one income and one vehicle. And that's right. And you learn to make the best of it and realizing like, instead of working against it, how do you work with it? Is the new house far? We just moved. We're still unpacking. It's been bananas. So excited to catch you live. I'm so happy to have you here, Mama Caraba. If you like pop, there's a keto healthy version called Zevia. I've seen it. I have not bought it. It's pricey. The only one that has caffeine is the cola. The other one's made. Cool. Stevia natural ingredients. Yes, measuring it is so important. It helps me stay on track and happy. Amen. Your face looks thinner. Thank you. Oh, I'm getting down to the end of all my messages. Oh, I can pull it in. My abs are shot. Work on them, sister. Pull them in. You know how to work on your abs, right? Because I have a little bit of gap. And I'm going to tell you, I even had a Pilates teacher. She's like, yeah, your abs are so bad or whatever, after 6 kids. I'm like, feel this, sister. And so, like when they measure your abs, I'm going to do it for you. So you tighten your stomach and you push. So you can't push any farther than that. So like, I only got like maybe half an inch because I got them all so strong. And so I tightened my abs and she was like, what? You got these crazy abs. I'm like, I know, it's just fat. She's like, that's crazy. So what you do is you lay down on your back. This is my like little thing. You lay down on your back, pull it in, breathe out, and then pull it up underneath your lungs. So that's the trick. So you can do it in bed. You can just lay in bed and do that. So pull your belly button down to your back, pull in your abs, and then try and pull them up underneath your ribs, like your belly button, like you're pulling it up underneath your ribs. But you really got to exhale out and then hold it. And then whenever you remember to do that, you don't have to do it a lot. You just have to do it like here and there. Amazing. You can get your abs back. Now mine are still like stitching together. I still have a little gap, but whatever, we're getting it done. And like if somebody wanted to try and push my belly in, be good. Okay, anyways. Congrats. There's a good keto donut. But I lost my donut maker. We got a donut maker and then one of the kids was carrying too much stuff and crash, fell on the ground. That's exactly the way I am. If I have to restrict myself too much, I know it won't work. And okay, going back to keto. Yep. I really needed to hear this today. The military has placed us in a place I really don't want to be. I was in tears last night, but you're right. I should just do what I can while I'm there. And that's the thing. Like if you end up find like the cool things you'll never find before and do them while you're there because you can't do them anywhere else. Every place has a special thing. Every stupid house, I say that lovingly, every home has something special that you get to do while you're there that you can't do somewhere else. Do it. Find it and do it. After the twins, I've never fixed them. So out of shape. Thanks. I need to do that. Yes, definitely do that. You make the donuts in avocado oil. Tanya lost 13 pounds. That's awesome. Need it. Thanks for the words of encouragement. Love your chats. Needed to hear this today. I'm so glad you guys can resonate with what I'm saying, and I'm not the only one just crazy. Gotta head out. Teaching textbooks time for my 5th grader. Y'all have a great day. All right. I've been doing 80-day obsession with a diet and exercise, but it's hard to say no to sugar. Yeah, listen, I can exercise all I want, but if I say yes to sugar, why bother? You're looking good. Thank you so much. That's a huge difference. You seriously look amazing. All right, so there they are. Got them all red. Woohoo, I gained a grandson. I always appreciate your transparency. In this village here, always encouraging, and Lord knows your chat topics are always so on point. Unless I can't get to them. Like sometimes the squirrel runs. So if you enjoyed my chat today, please give me a thumbs up. Please, please, please. Anyways, I am going to close this in a word of prayer because I totally got to go to the bathroom because I've been chugging my water. And yeah, you know how that goes, right? So today is egg roll in the bowl. Oh, I will tell you, we are already started working on the large family keto meal plan. And you can just do hashtag large family keto meal plan. And we are working on the August meal plan. So I know that like we only gave you one with 6 meals, and now we're only going to give you one in August with 6 meals. But they're really hard to make. Hats off to all those mamas that like are doing a job and homeschooling and all the other stuff at home. I'm not that good at that. So but next month is going to be all about easy, all about like really simple, like not even full recipes, like, hey, this is what you would serve. You know how to make that. If you don't, kind of here's an idea how to make it. We're going to do that. And then pop that in and just kind of have something that's just really simple, not involved. You can get it cooked really quick and have a meal. So I think we're going to do like a taco salad, a chicken thigh and broccoli with macaroni and cheese. Kind of deal, just to make it super simple as everybody's kicking back into school. I don't know when that's coming out because like I said, we got to work on it. And she's not even in town, my person who helps me work on it. So we are getting those done. Definitely make it a point. You're going to find that on justsotrish.blogspot.com. And I'm trying to make it so I have like one little spot that says large family keto meal plan, and then we'll put all the meal plans there. But I don't think I have everything linked up yet because, just one person, just trying to get it done. Anyways, I really just love every one of y'all. Oh, I got to do my 3 minutes. If you have a channel, follow me on my channel or type iYouTube. Remember, with those channels, click the 3 buttons on the right side and you can open up a new tab and you can follow them. So go ahead and post that now. And if you have any prayer requests, post them. Creative Minds needs some advice for my son. So each. Oh. Yeah. Creative Minds was a speech therapist. She's so smart. I love her videos. Love her. She always cracks me up. I always feel like if we lived close to each other, we would totally be we'd probably be like the crazy weird besties at the park. I really think so. I know I have to unclick all of them because every time it's like, follow me, it's like, review this comment. All right, so we got Lady Flora, we got Tanya Meadows, we got Creative Mind. You definitely want to head over there. We have Creative 2 Times Mom. Sometimes because both of you have creative and creative, I sometimes like totally will like have a flash view and then I'm like, is that so? No, I got them mixed up again. Pray that our loan will come through. Okay, fix. Through commuters have been down and we have been 2 days delayed from signing the title for our house. All right, so loan and home closing. Tanya has her new grandson. Okay. Absolutely wish we were close. Oh, we'd be so much funny. All right, all right. All right. See, isn't she great? Hit her up. Email her. She'll totally help you out. All righty. I'm going to close this up in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the time that you let us come together to be here. Dear Lord, thank you for just giving me peace and light and when I get caught building my own prisons. Lord, you have given me freedom, dear Lord. And even in the opportunities I still have so much freedom. And yet, Lord, give me the understanding to follow you and to find you and pursue you and not listen to the devil helping me build my own walls, helping me build my own prison in whatever circumstance I have. Dear Lord, let me see the opportunities with fresh eyes, with the eyes that you have for me, because you're not going to put me somewhere that doesn't suit you or I. Lord, you are always looking for the best for me. And Lord, when I fail to see what is good about the situation or the place I'm in, Lord, let me see it with your eyes. Let me see it as though I'm there on a mission. Lord, let me see it as though I'm there as a prize. Dear, let me see it as though I have won the prize in the moments that I'm at, in the benefits you have for me, and just how generous you're giving to me at the moment. Dear Lord, there's times that I just get really, really caught up in myself and what I want. And in the end, none of this matters. Absolutely none of this stuff matters. Lord, keep me free from clinging to what the world is trying to tell me I need. And Lord, let me just pursue you. Dear Lord, please be with Stacy and her family as she put her request in their unknown, dear Lord. But just let her have peace in what she needs for her home. Lord, be with Vix as her home loan gets done. Lord, thank you for the celebration of that brand new baby grandson. Lord, you know each and every one of us and the things that sit in our heart. Lord, give us the freedom and the answers that's needed so that we are following and walking in your will at this moment, tomorrow, and for the years to come. In your son's precious name I pray. Amen. Okay. And I see that other one. All right. We are going to talk to you guys later next week. Hopefully I'll have my first week homeschool plan up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Let me see if I can find my things. Where's my button I need?